Hello and welcome to the EMP Tech Group. Another fun little project in the shop here today I wanted to share with you, another passive RFID project. So there's a bunch of pieces to this. So there's a Zebra FX 9600 fixed mount reader, George is going to show you here. And then there's a Rockwell PLC in this project. And then there's a really special little RFID antenna that you can see here, as well as a metal mount tag.
Correct.
And so that tag will only read with this antenna when it's really, really close together. You got to be an inch or two together.
Right.
The product will be right next to the antenna. Then you're going to trigger through the PLC. You're going to trigger the Zebra reader to read the tag, and then the reader is going to send that data back to the PLC. All done using Zebra's industrial protocol. So it's Ethernet IP to the Rockwell PLC. And George, you've written a little application here that you're going to show us kind of how this works and what it does.
Correct.
We'll try to zoom in on this screen up here. And actually, I'm going to have to get closer too. So go ahead, George.
So what we're going to do here is this is the trigger for the inventory read. And all we're doing on the inventory read is asking the reader to, hey, what tags do you see with any antenna you have connected? And then report back the EPC for that tag. And we cycle through a few stages here. It steps through on a counter, not to bore everybody with it. But it steps through, it starts the read cycle right here on line 4. And as it goes through, it just looks as it's inventorying of, hey, what do you have on one antenna? If it matches up with an antenna ID of 1, we're putting it to a certain tag value. And 2, 3, and 4. I have 4 different antennas. That's why you have 4 different antenna numbers here. Let's go back up to the read value, or the trigger, sorry. And just to show you where we're going to put it all, we're going into the tags. Here are our antenna results, antenna 1 through antenna 4. Currently, we have antenna 2 hooked up. That's all we have. So as you can see, the read value here is blank. So if we go through and trigger that tag, and we see it goes off because it's gone through its steps, and now it says, hey, I've done everything, and we've gone through everything.
So there's been a physical trigger that's gone into the PLC. The PLC has told the reader, read the tags and tell me what you've got. Mm-hmm. That data is going, again, back through this Ethernet IP interface, back to the PLC, and now you're displaying what your reads were.
Correct.
Right? Okay, got it.
And because Zebra is using Ethernet IP along with a predetermined tag array or array of values, the PLC knows how to interpret it, so you know how to read it. It makes it a lot easier. It's just not random bits and bytes and register values.
Got it.
So what we did here, so on antenna 2 result, here's our tag value. For those who don't know, RFID tags are done in hex. So it is a little confusing because it is a hex string here. But that is our tag value. If you happen to notice also, we did have a second tag just down on the table. It did not read.
Okay, it only read, I'm going to back up here a little bit and kind of get this whole thing back into the scene. But it only read this one tag that's really up close to the reader.
Correct.
And that's the tag that then is on this box right here. Okay, got it. Cool. Well, so a lot of things that are going there, like a lot of these little projects we show in the shop, and a lot of what we do, a lot of pieces here. A Zebra fixed mount reader, a special antenna that we sourced, a metal mount tag, Ethernet interface back directly to a PLC, and then PLC programming that we've written to cycle through this read rate, this read cycle, talk to the reader, get the data back in, put it into the right places in the PLC program. So again, on the surface, we had trouble kind of figuring out what to show here because, there's just some kind of boring PLC screens, but a lot of moving pieces, really kind of showcases the Zebra fixed readers and what they're capable of, as well as our technical expertise here and how we can help a customer get this all to work in their application. So for passive RFID, for label printing, for mobile computing, those are all things that we work in every single day here at the EMP Tech Group. EMPtechgroup.com, always the best place to reach us. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us today, and thanks for George for showing us your work.